Hey y'all, welcome to First Comes Love, Then Comes Marriage podcast. My name is Lindsey Jackson.
And I am Aaron Jackson.
And welcome to a very special Mother's Day episode starring me. Okay. Actually, yes, it's Mother's Day. It's soon to come Mother's Day. But as a coworker told me, every day is Mother's Day.
No. Mother's Day is twice if you're living in London, and once if you're in America. Lindsey has the very uniqueness of being born near a holiday. You weren't born near a holiday until you became a mother, so now it's like Mother's Day and then birthday.
Back to back.
Back to back.
How's that for you?
It's okay.
It's the same thing for him, though.
It's not.
Father's Day and his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Back to back.
Oh, so, now I have Father's Day, Juneteenth, and my birthday.
Okay.
But I don't get a good gift from Juneteenth. But it's okay.
It's celebratory.
So my question for you is, what do you want for Mother's Day / and how does that differentiate from birthday?
That's a great question because, yeah. They're one and the same. I am a mother. I am me. But yes, specifically, you said something before we started this that I thought was really funny. You said, our children are here. Our children are here while we do this episode. You said Mother's Day / that's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's what I get. So, yeah, I take it all in stride. But what is the difference? What would I want differently for Mother's Day / my birthday? You know, right now, because the boys are so young, I want the same thing. Maybe when they get older, it might be something different, but I always just want peace. Peace and relaxation. And can I tell, like, it's so crazy because I've always loved spas. Like, all of my life, before kids, everything, I'm like, I want to do a spa. I want a facial. I want a massage. Maybe because I've been a dancer for most of my life, that's the main thing. But just now I'm like, for Mother's Day, you can get me a spa day. For my birthday, you can get me a spa day. For Mother's Day, you could get me a massage. For my birthday, you get me a massage. They're one and the same because it's so few and far between that I get those days that's kind of, if I have to choose something that I would want, that's what I would want.
Okay. That's good to know. I'm asking as like a podcaster, but also I'm asking as a husband, like, man, what to get Lindsey? Because she always, let's not say always, but usually you do say, I want a spa day or I want peace and quiet. But then Lindsey also wants to be around her boys at the same time. So it's a very interesting thing because, like, you want to be with us, but then again, you want us to leave us
It's
alone.
A balance. But you know what I feel like, and this is something that, and I've heard other moms say this. Yes, it's like you want both. And the same thing when I got you a hotel stay away. You were like, I want to go away.
Yeah.
That was too much. You missed us.
Yeah, it was
and
too
so
much
it's
time.
like maybe in the morning I want the, pancakes brought to me by the boys or what have you. And then for the rest of the day, I do, like I got I got a taste of it.
You get a taste.
I don't miss you all day. Like I don't want you to go away, but I do, like I just want a little bit and then some time.
Okay, this might sound funny, but do you think there is a guilt factor if you're away the whole day? Like, oh man, I know Aaron got to do this with the boys, because that's what it was really early in our like parenting journey, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, Lindsey got to do this with action, and when I got the hotel, and I was just kind of like, I felt kind of bad for you because like. With us, it's tag team. It was like, tag me in, yes. I'm tapping out, and stuff like that.
The beauty of parenting
if
together.
I give you a day, you won't feel sorry for me at all?
No, no. Because I do it every day and all the time. I don't think I've heard of this term of mom guilt. And motherhood is so interesting because it's this unconditional, all-consuming love. and it's wonderful. And at the same time, you're a human. And so it's like, okay, I am also a person that goes through whatever it is that's happening in my life too. So I think mom guilt is like, oh, I've done something that, other people think is wrong, and so now I feel guilty about it, or now I'm ashamed of it. And I haven't had that. I hope that I don't have that. But I don't think that that's something that I would experience specifically with you
Mm-hmm.
either, because I know that you can handle it. I would hope that, I mean, there are times that of course you need help, but if you send me away, you are putting a plan in place where you're like, I got these boys for the next 24, 48 hours, or whatever the case may be. That's like, I can do this. And you are mentally preparing yourself for that load. And yeah, it is a lot. This is what I think when I give our boys to say their godparents or our parents, their grandparents. I'm like, man, it's a lot. And I feel a little shaky. I've talked to you about this. Like when we go on vacation, I feel a little like, I feel bad, if I could say that. Like, oh my gosh, I feel bad. I just gave them very hyperactive, loving, energetic, wake up early, don't go to sleep all night boys. But then I think to myself, no, you know what I mean? Like, God has placed those people in our lives. They can handle it. They
Mm.
can handle it. If it's just for a day or a week, they can handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that mom guilt, I don't think about that. And if I ever have, I'm pretty sure I let that go very quickly, because I am also a person. And my boys are better when I am my full and complete person.
That sounds good. It reminds me of the very first time we had to let go of a child for a night or something like that, or
Yeah.
have a babysitter come in. And I want to know, and since I mean, you two kids, that two boys, they are in here like swimwear. They are hyperactive. It is
Yeah.
your Mother's Day. Um, what for new mothers out there, for a brand new mother? What was one thing? What's your jewel
Mm-hmm.
for like somebody who has multiple kids? They might be single mother. They might be married. They might feel overwhelmed off of the load that they have. Just like I'm like Mother's Day. That's what you get when you have a kid. That's the responsibility.
Not that's what you
Uh,
get.
but what jewel would you have as a working mom who has these two boys and that you love and you love to be around them, uh, to help them transition into allowing somebody to help them basically? What's
Getting the
something that
help.
helped you to allow people to help you basically? Helped you.
What helped me to help me? Yeah, help me is hard for me in particular, because you know this, and I've talked about this a little bit. It is very hard for me to ask for help. And now when I think about it, we've talked about like what where are you in sibling rank? What do we,
Yeah. Oh
as
yeah.
a middle child? As a middle child, and maybe this is the thing. As a middle child, I never wanted to be a burden. And I remember going away to not to college, but my one of my first jobs, and staying with family members, and they were like, yes, come and stay, we want you here. But I felt like a burden. I just never want to feel like a burden.
Mm.
And so fast forward to today, I really don't like asking for help. However, the saying, it takes a village, is not a saying for nothing.
Mm.
Okay. It takes a village. Single moms, parent with spouses and family. And, we're out here in New York by ourselves. So
Yeah.
we are
Essentially. Yeah.
essentially, we are putting it together. But I think that my biggest help came from, or it still comes from, talking to people that I feel like relate to what I'm going through.
Mm.
And that could be like my son's godmother. I just talked to her the other day, and we were like, girl, the laundry, the laundry, the laundry. And it'll be like, we don't have that much time, but it'll be like that snippet of a 2-minute conversation will be like, we got this, or we can do this. And then figuring out, like, not becoming overwhelmed with all the to-dos. um I saw something and it was like, congratulations to everybody who moved their yesterday to-dos to today's to-dos. Because it's like, it happens, you
Yeah.
know? And as someone who used to be a very strict planner, being able to give myself that grace and flexibility and understanding like, okay, you know what? I need a little help. Let me communicate that with, say, my partner
Mm-hmm.
or whoever, the therapist or someone, and then get the help and then tackling the to-dos as they come. So I think that for me, talking to someone is always helpful for me. And usually when I'm quiet, something is wrong.
Got you.
So, and it could be like, you know, I'm praying and fasting, but still, like, if I'm a little too quiet, that means I'm going through, and it's like, check on your strong friends, like check on them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they need some help. So, but yeah, I think the biggest thing is like, make sure you have the people that you really have to lean on them, because motherhood is not for the weak. Every day it is something wonderful and challenging at the same time. And that, I think, is the insanity part of it, because it's like you said, like, that's what you get. I definitely went into this willingly. Like, I wanted to be a mother and I want to be a mother. So, yeah, it makes me happy. All that to say, it makes me happy.
Yeah. I would say, today, especially this weekend, check on the mothers. Okay? Check in on the mothers. They need help. Do something that is going to make them feel better, something that is going to take a burden off of them, lift them up this week and this weekend, because it is not an easy task to be a mother, to have to put the world on your shoulders, to have to worry sometimes about just things that me as a father, I don't even worry about. I'm just like, okay, he'll take care of it. I have the advantage of, one, being a man in this world, and two, I have two boys where I'm like, yes, I have two black boys, but also they are men. So there is going to be an advantage that they're
Mm-hmm.
going to have in the world that, I know that you, like when you spoke to me about how walking down the street sometimes can be a challenge, and how sometimes you got to look over your shoulder, is like walking around almost as, not like as prey,
Yeah.
but knowing that somebody bigger and stronger and can come and attack you and stuff like that. And I don't think about stuff like that. And me having boys, I don't think like stuff like that
Mm.
for them. And so, just say, women have so much to think about. And I'm not saying, everybody likes to compare, like, oh, if women have things to think about, so do men. We're not talking about men right now.
Yeah.
Like, let's uplift our mothers this week, this Friday, this Saturday, this Sunday. Make sure that they have a great time. Take a load, do some laundry, fold. I mean, laundry from completion. Like, do
That's
some
the task.
laundry where you do the laundry, then you fold the clothes, and you put it away, right? Do the make a meal like dinner or breakfast, where you prep the food, and then you make the dinner, and then, or the
Okay.
breakfast, and then you wash the dishes
Okay.
afterwards, and then
Okay.
after you wash the dishes, you put the dishes
Now
away.
you talking.
Like,
Now you
do all
talking.
this for Mother's Day, because I've learned that every little bit helps. And the sometimes the worst part of being helpful is not doing it all the way, right? Saying that I'm going to be helpful, and then you trusting me with a task, and I don't do it to completion.
Mm-hmm.
And so for this weekend, I'm imploring everybody, do something for your mom, do something for a mother that you know that a complete task, execution all the way.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Yeah.
I think about that all the time. And as you were talking, I was thinking about our mothers too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reality is someone did it for us. And the more that I'm mothering, the more that I think about my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, she got me dressed. Look, that simple task
Yeah.
every day, every morning. And the challenge of getting these boys dressed and out the door.
You love when I get one of them dressed. You
And
love it.
just get one of them dressed,
You love it.
especially Shine. I'm going to just say, it's like when you see a mom down the street and her kids are dressed, Give her a hand clap, because let me just tell you, and the hair is calm. Come on now, like, give it up. It's like those tasks, those everyday. And I think about my mom, and I'm like, thank you, mommy, because thank you. Your mama
Yeah.
had 5 kids. Like, thank you for all the things, all those things that we don't know about. And motherhood is a thankless job, but it's also, like you say, it's very rewarding. So I appreciate you saying all those wonderful things that I cannot wait to experience this weekend.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll let you know how it goes, everybody.
Well, that's it for our Mother's Day episode. This is a quick hitter because we need to spend the rest of the weekend celebrating this wonderful person right here, this wonderful mother of my 2 boys. So if you have a shout out to your mom, shout out to you, Nana. Love you. You graduated to Nana. I guess I could call you Mama. I call you Nana all the time. But shout out to you. Shout out to all of my sisters. Even Lindsey's sisters. A shout out to y'all. We love you so much. And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Did you want to do the outro?
we should. Wait. Okay, also. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in and celebrating this day with us. We always want to say thank you. You can DM us, TikTok, Instagram, First Comes Love, TCM.
You could call the voicemail at 412-5683-763. That is 412-LOVE-POD.
You can email us, let's talk at firstcomeslove, thenComesMarriage.com. See you next Friday.